Westminster's Confession saying that God preordained whatsoever come to pass. However, there is three qualifiers. The one that is most interesting is, does he violate humans' free will? That's the one I want to talk about briefly. I'm reading from the book by Dix Horn. The second phase is almost as important as the first, and the point is that we need to remember God's ordaining of whatsoever comes to pass does not do violence to the will of men and women. That means God can preordain, God can predestinate. However, those do not contradict or violate or overrule human free will. That is tremendously important. I have no problem with God's predestination, free, preordained, and all this amazing good stuff, because it's all wise and powerful. But I will have a problem if God takes that free will from humans, from man and woman, but he doesn't. How? This is a really difficult path to expound, but what I got here is John the Baptist, Matthew 17:12. Jesus answered. It's really revealing. That's possibly what I find the closest to explain man's free will is not violated. Okay. There's Matthew 17. Okay. Verse 10. And the disciples asked him, why do the scribes say that the first Elijah must come? He answered, Elijah does come, and he will restore all things. But I tell you that Elijah has already come, and they did not recognize him, but did to him whatever they pleased. So also the Son of Man will certainly suffer at their hands. Wow. You see, this is, this is Jesus speaking as a God-man here. But I sort of sense there is a sense of helplessness. While it is within the foreordained predestination, Jesus, John the Baptist will be killed, I suppose. But he said that the verse that Jesus, I tell you, Elijah has come, means John the Baptist in this case, and they did not recognize it, but they did to him whatever they pleased. You see that? Jesus acknowledged that this wicked man did whatever they pleased to John the Baptist. In fact, King Herod gave the instruction to behead John the Baptist. So God looks at them and says, whatever they please, they do. There's a sense of sadness here, a helplessness. Verse 13, then the disciples, verse 12 on continue. So also the Son of Man will certainly suffer at the hands. Now this so-called helplessness sense that Son of Man will suffer at the hands of this wicked man actually flows into the preordination, predestination, and the preordained by God. So even though they do what they please, however, what they please actually flow into the overall predestination, foreordained plan of God. Jesus even said the Son of Man will certainly suffer at the hands. This sense of helplessness, it's got to happen. It will happen because that's based on the Word of God.